Yo, I was sitting here last night, right? I was eating my pizza. I actually had to put it in the oven, or maybe it was like 2 nights ago. I think it was like 2 nights ago. I um I was like, I don't want cold pizza. I'll put this in the oven. So I put my slice of pizza on the glass plate, right? And I put it in the little mini oven because I mean it's safe to put like glass in there. Like I've used glass plates in there before. And I finished eating my pizza. All was good. And I ran it downstairs after I finished to like wash my plate. And I'm not even joking. I sat the plate down like as gently as I possibly could on the counter, and then it just broke. Like half of it just broke off. That's like never happened before. Like I didn't drop my plate, nothing. Like I ate my pizza on it. I was chilling. I ran it downstairs. I put it down, and that shit just broke in half, dog.
I believe it. Cause, but then again, cause I've broken like four things in the past like week.
Yeah, dude, I know it's like the most random thing to start off this conversation, but like I don't understand the laws of physics or like how shit works. How does that happen? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe it was cracked already. Didn't you just didn't notice, or
Maybe, but like it
maybe it was like a hair like strand crack that you couldn't
maybe.
notice.
But like, yeah, dude, it like survived the oven, survived me like grabbing it and running it upstairs, eating pizza off of it, taking it down the stairs, and just gently setting it down. That was the last straw. It just fucking broke.
And my mom has like this big like nice like porcelain bowl she had, and I I dropped it, and it was one of those like it's one of those things like where you drop it like it didn't shatter into like to a million pieces. It like broke in like half. Like
Ah, damn.
and then she glued it back together, and then it worked. Like it literally never broke again. And she
Nice.
still
That's
has the
crazy.
bowl.
That's crazy. That you just reminded me. I felt bad about this, but then when I told my parents about it, they told me that like they didn't even pay for it. It was like one of my cousins, he had this like slow cooker type things. It was like one of those like metal fucking slow cookers. Yeah, and he was gonna throw it away because he was moving and he didn't have room for it. So my parents took it, and apparently it was like sitting and like on the shelf in our garage for like a long time, like months. They just didn't use it, and I accidentally like knocked it over, and it fucking like tumbled and fell like it fell a couple times, and then it finally hit the floor, and it had like dents everywhere. And I fucked it up. Like it didn't break, but it had so many dents, and like I don't even know if it would work anymore. I was like,
Yeah,
damn, dude, I'm too fucking clumsy for my own good.
it's all right, man. Because I've been really clumsy at work the past like week. I broke like four things in the past week, dude. I bought some new shoes because my other shoes are starting to fall apart and be uncomfortable. So I go to work with my new shoes, and then they sent me to work in the pasta aisle like in the last hour of the shift,
Hmm.
and I drop a jar of pasta sauce
Oh
on the
no.
floor. Gets
Was it,
all over my new shoes.
was it
My
like the
shoes smell
is it
like
like
pasta
tomato sauce
sauce.
or?
Yeah, it was
Oh
like red
god,
pasta sauce. Yeah.
that sucks, dude.
So yeah, so my shoes like they smelled like pasta sauce, and they were like red. Like they like all oh god, that was such a nightmare cleaning my shoes.
That's
But
awful.
yeah. And then I've broken like so many other things in the past like week too. I'm a klutz too, man, so don't worry.
That's unfortunate. I used to be worse, I think. Especially like at work. I used to drop a lot of things and be pretty bad. But I've been okay lately. That's like the only thing as of late I kind of like. There's like only two things as of late I guess I kind of broke. One of them I don't
I've
even
been
think was my fault.
insanely clumsy lately.
It happens, man. It happens. You mentioned something about your morning. What happened this morning, man?
Oh, I finally watched this movie that I've been meaning to watch for a long time. I'm sure you guys, or maybe you guys haven't heard of it. It's just a small film that hasn't won any awards or anything. It's called Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, I finally watched it, and that movie fucking rocks. You should watch it.
I have been meaning
You'll
to
think it
watch it.
rocks.
I've been meaning to watch it for quite some time. I just haven't got around to it because so many people I follow, like friends and like also like bigger figures I follow, have said that movie is like one of the best movies they've ever seen. It's like amazing for like all these
Yeah,
different
it's
reasons,
sick.
and I just
Guaranteed,
haven't gotten around
it's
to it yet.
one of those movies. It wasn't hard for me to get into either. Like literally, the movie wastes no time getting into it.
Hmm.
It's great. Yeah, and I think it deserves everything it won.
No, that's awesome. I'm excited to watch it. I probably should like actually just watch it soon, but I don't know. Okay. That's. I was wondering what that sound was. That's my cat in the corner of the room using a litter box. Nice. Hey, Luna.
I guess to describe the movie, it's like it's can't really describe without spoiling it really, but it's a weird uh time universe jump movie.
I didn't know it dealt with like the concept of time or time travel or anything like that.
It's a very weird movie. but it's so well worth it.
I see. Oh, that's not gonna stop me from watching it. I've seen enough about it to know that it's worth watching.
Oh
So.
no, trust me, you'll fuck with it so hard. It's so good.
Oh hell yeah! My cat just dropped a shit in the litter box. I'm be stuck in here talking into the
Nice.
microphone, and it's gonna fucking stink, dude. Let's go.
Well, I also had a bullet point about this pooping and farting.
What?
What are your thoughts on like shitting and like farting in like public bathrooms? Do you do it?
I avoid doing it because not even because like I feel uncomfortable doing it. It's mainly because they're usually unsanitary, and I don't like dirty
Just
bathrooms.
Punch my microphone.
But yeah, I normally don't like to because it's usually pretty dirty. At work, there's two employee restrooms that are like pretty clean compared to the public ones. So at work, I'll use the restroom kind of often, like if I need to. But if I'm in like a public environment, like a restaurant or like a store or anything like that, if I can't, I usually just like wait until I'm home.
I wonder what your gauge is for like too dirty, because it's rare that I've seen a bathroom that is too dirty for me to shit in it.
Well, usually it's not too dirty for me to like use it. It's more of just like I don't know. It's just more of like a preference thing. Like, because a lot of times, like like going into the bathroom, like taking a piss, I don't care because it's just a urinal. Like, who gives a fuck? But like, if I need to take a shit, man, if I need to drop a deuce in there, I've gotten there and like I guess too dirty for me is probably just like fluids on the toilet seat and like really really like dirty floor and stuff like that. Because like if I open a stall and I see piss on the toilet seat and like the fucking like toilet paper on the floor and like piss or shit still in the toilet, like I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna go to the next stall and find a better one. Like that's too dirty for me. Like
That's
I don't like that.
understandable, I suppose.
Like, but like if I go into a public restroom and there isn't any fluids that I can see anywhere and there's maybe just like a little bit of trash on the floor, like I don't care. I expect that. I expect it to be like a little bit messy because it's like public. But I just more often than not I feel like see just like some kind of nasty stuff like that in public restrooms. So I avoid it if I can. So yeah.
Yeah, because normally, because I'll sit down. It doesn't matter where it is. What, I would just sit down no matter. I mean, obviously it has to be. It can't be like too insanely dirty.
Yeah.
Like I think I follow the same rules you do, but when I sit down in there, dude, I fart loud. I don't care who hears it.
Damn, bro, you be farting.
Yeah, dude. Even at work, I don't care. It's like asserting my dominance.
Yeah, dude.
This is my sanctuary, and I will not be interrupted. I will
this
not
is
be
my
harassed.
restroom. I'm sitting on my porcelain throne. This is me.
Exactly. Especially if it's on company time, extra
Oh
loud.
hell yeah, no, yeah. I take my sweet time if I'm on the clock. Also, that just made me remember because I went to a concert last month, as you know of. It was the August Burns Red headliner.
Dude, venue bathrooms.
Oh yeah, they're pretty fucking bad. But it was an August Burns Red headliner, and it had Bleed From Within and The Devil Wears Prada on there. And Bleed From Within was pretty cool. I mainly went for The Devil Wears Prada. Of course, that was like a really really good show. Color Decay was my favorite album from last year, and a lot of those songs from that album they played live, which was like really awesome. But during the August Burns Red set, I didn't really like care that much. I haven't really been into August Burns Red for a long time, I guess. And I don't know, like a lot of metalheads and people who like the same kind of music we do might like fucking I don't know scold me for that, but I'm not like super into August Burns Red. So when
I'm
they
kind
were
of the
playing,
same way. I like them, but I mean,
Yeah.
like I don't.
I'm not gonna say
they're not my shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I know they're talented musicians. The music is good. I'm not saying that it's not good by any means because I do like their music, but I don't know. I'm just not into it anymore. It got old to me pretty fast, I guess. But I went to that concert with one of our friends, Joseph, and he wanted to stay for the whole August Burns Red set. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I'm alright with that. But while they're playing, I had to go drop a fat one, man. I had to go. And I was like, oh, like, I already know how this is gonna go. I'm like, the venue bathroom is gonna be terrible. And there was like a long line to get into the bathroom, and the one stall that was available had like piss on the toilet seat and everything. It was like fucking gross, man. I had to wipe that stuff off and then sit down. And there I was taking a shit and feeling.
That's what I do every time. That's why I don't really consider unless there's like an excessive amount of fluids, like somebody literally did not try and pissed all over the toilet seat. Then I will not use it. But if it's just little droplets, I'll wipe that shit down. I'll take like a fistful of paper toilet paper, waste a lot of toilet paper and clean it.
Yeah, I'll get like a little bit of toilet paper and I'll like get like a little, like more than enough to make sure I get all of it. But like,
Get some water from the sink, bro.
I was sitting there. I didn't need to, but I was sitting there, just dropping it off in the toilet and feeling the floor and the walls around me fucking shake because it was during August Burns Red Set. The restroom's like kind of close to the stage.
That kind of hits different. I took a shit while listening to the Attendant by Make Them Suffer.
Oh hell yeah,
that was a different experience. While the attendant shakes the restroom and I'm dropping a deuce.
Wait, is like you were like at the Bad Omens headliner when you saw?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
okay.
I had to shit real bad, so I went during the Summer Set. I was like, there's no way I'm getting back to the front.
I was like,
and I was right.
Damn, you had to miss some of their set. That sucks.
And I lost my spot in the crowd.
Very unfortunate. But yeah, dude, feeling the room shake while you're taking a shit is a very unique experience. I didn't think I'd bear witness to, but hey, I mean that was something.
It's wonderful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I recommend it to anyone. If you're afraid of shitting at concerts, do it. Just do it.
If you're scared of like piss on toilet seats, maybe don't do it. But like otherwise, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like if there was anywhere I was gonna get COVID, it was most definitely gonna be at the Trilogy show for Silent Planet and Currents and that whole lineup.
I went to that show as well.
At the venue that I went to called it was a venue called Subterranean here in Chicago, and that bathroom very small, very dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I took a piss. Like the urinal was next to the sink, so I was taking a piss.
Oh yeah,
my dick is probably in full view of the person washing their hands.
Dude, you just reminded me of a venue. I think it was like, what was it? It wasn't the normal venue I go to in Greensboro, North Carolina. It was a different one. I think it was something like, I don't remember. It had like the word green in it. It was green something venue. I don't remember what it was, but it was a music venue. And dude, the restrooms were so fucking tiny. I went there at the Ice Nine Kills headliner in November of 2021. It was like a year and like 4 months ago. Because it was Ice Nine Kills, Bad Omens, Fame on Fire, and I think Currents. I think those were the 4 bands. I maybe I'm wrong about Currents.
I think that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Currents was that one. Fame on Fire was the opening band. Then I think it was Currents, Bad Omens, Ice Nine Kills. I think it's all that was the lineup. But dude, that restroom was fucking crazy. Like I'm not even joking. Like just imagine like a doorway, right? You walk in there and there's a sink immediately to your left. The only sink, just one sink right there. And then like not even like a whole foot away from the sink is the fucking urinal right next to it. Like so fucking close. And then there's a stall right next to it. So like if you didn't want your dick to be in like open view, you had to go into the stall and wait for the person who was in there to probably they're probably taking a shit, so you had to wait a minute for them to get out of there. So like, dude, that venue was so awkward, dude.
The bathroom setup at the House of Blues in Chicago is insane because they have like a bajillion urinals attached to like every piece of wall they could attach a urinal to, and they're all just next to each other, and they're so close to each other, you are seeing everyone's dick.
That's so crazy. Like it's such bad design. I don't know why that's commonplace.
They just wanted to fit as many urinals as possible, but the stalls are so perfect. Like, the stalls have like legit like this, like the barriers go like from the ceiling to the floor. Like the stalls are like super perfect and private, but the urinals for some reason it's either you get full privacy or none. Mm-hmm. It's insane.
Yeah, that sounds pretty miserable.
And before I move on from Subterranean though, the first time I went to Subterranean, I went there for the Plot New show in 2019. I remember I was wearing my Fit for a King hoodie, and that venue has 2 levels to it. There's a ground floor and there's like a balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Someone from the balcony fucking spit out like phlegm onto the crowd, and it landed on me, and it landed on my Fit for a King hoodie. I fucking looked down at the end of the show, and I had a big old fucking somebody else's boogers on my fucking hoodie. It was really gross.
Dude, that was gross.
Really gross.
That's
so
awful,
fuck
man.
whoever did that. Why would you spit on the fucking crowd, you asshole?
Awful, man. Also, I'm just gonna go out and say it. I go to concert venues. I go to concerts and I'm at the venue to witness live music. I don't go there to fucking have the alcoholic in the pit. Fucking like like they fucking have their beer can and they like spray it all over the crowd. I don't go there for that. You can fuck off, man. No.
Yeah, the dumb fuck who walks into the pit with his cup of beer.
Yeah, dude. Like, why? I don't want to. No, like I don't want to go in there and get alcohol poured all over me. It's not why I'm here, dude.
It's fucking annoying. The floor gets slippery. God.
Yeah, pretty bad. But yeah, I think those are all the the concert anecdotes I have. I think unless there's something else you want to add. I
I
haven't.
don't go to them like I used to. The last one I went to was Bad Omens.
Oh yeah, I stopped going for like quite a while. But I've been going to them again recently. I've been going to a decent amount. I went to like 3 or 4 this past fall. I guess like slash winter. And yeah, I also went to a couple in winter because I went to the what's it called? The August Burns Red headliner I talked about. And maybe that was the only one this winter, but I'm going to a couple this May and June with the what's it called? The Currents headliner for the Death We Seek tour. Crazy. I got a VIP for that with the boys like Moss to Flames in there. And a couple weeks before that, in May, my concert homie and I, Liam, if you somehow stumbled across this, what's up? Thanks for a ticket. He bought me a ticket, so we're both going to it. Born of Osiris headliner in May.
The beast.
Yeah.
I need to go to more shows, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, COVID honestly ruined me going to like things. Like,
Is
I
it
don't
just
know.
because like you got used
it's
to
not even
not
it's
going
not
to it
even
for so
fear
long?
of COVID. It's fear of being around like so many people, and I get nervous.
So like being like away from that environment for so long just makes it harder to get back into it. Is that what it is?
Yeah, very much so. Like, you remember, I literally had tickets for like 3 shows like last year, and I didn't go to any of them because I fucking chickened out.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
I
that.
decided like the night of, I was like, I'm staying in because I panicked so much. I was like, I can't be around all those people.
Yeah, no, social anxiety is a bitch, dude.
Yeah, it took like a lot of like, I mean, for the Bad Omen show, I was not missing that for the fucking world. Dude, I had to see that lineup.
Oh yeah.
But before that, the last show I went to was the one I went to with you. I was like, I don't know. I felt
That's
weird
wild.
about going to shows again. But I think after going to Bad Omens and then going to Anime Expo, being around that big crowd, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm ready again.
Yeah, for sure. And if you reach that point, then that's really good because concerts are heckin' awesome.
They're the fucking
and,
best.
And I really I strongly encourage anyone whoever listens to our dumb podcast to just go to a concert. Like you have.
If you're hesitant about concerts, especially if you listen to like heavy music, don't worry about the pit. Just stay away from it, and you won't have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless like you're like, if you're staying towards the middle, you're going to feel the effects of the pit. You might even be like pulled towards it. If you want to avoid that, just stay on the sides. Go to the front. And don't go to the front unless you want to catch crowd surfers. So
Yeah, exactly.
And if you go to the front and complain about crowd surfers, then you're a fucking idiot. Don't go to the front. Go to the sides. Go to the back. There's so many ways to have you can curate your concert experience. It's not out of your control.
And I found that it varies a lot by like what bands are playing as to like how the crowd.
And don't
is
be afraid to
because-
yell out the lyrics. Everyone's
yeah,
doing the
do
same
that.
thing.
Yeah, do that, please. It's hype when the crowd yells lyrics, but no, like definitely.
Please do it
that's
so
something-
I don't feel weird when I do it.
Yes, please. But oh my god, actually, this is the last thing I'll say. Fucking, I think okay, even though some of the bands are pretty cool, I'm not like super into like some of the like actual like hardcore bands like I don't know, like some of them that I saw recently like See You Space Cowboys, pretty good, but like I don't listen to them like all the time. Same with like Dying Wish and like some like other bands like that, like Knock Loose, other shit like that. I haven't seen Knock Loose live, but like the kinds of people who like mosh at those venues, to me, oh god, they're fucking annoying, dude.
It's a little too high energy for
the
me.
the ones around here at least, there's just like too much because I would be on the side or like at the very front, like super far away from the pit, and they would still like like I literally saw I was like standing next to these 2 girls. I think they're friends. They came to the show together, and they're like pretty short. Like I'm a short guy, and they're shorter than me. Like I'm fucking 5'6", and they're like probably like closer to like 5 foot. Like they're small people. And there was a dude that was in the pit, and he got pushed into us, and then like we had pushed him back in, or like they had pushed him back in. I didn't really touch him. As you know, people do in pits, you know, you get pushed to the edge and they push you back in. That's what everybody does. And then this guy was like fucking almost 6 foot tall, like looked pissed off. He just like looked back at this like small girl who had like pushed him back in, and he just fucking shoved her, and then just walked away. Like it was personal. Like dude, that's like you're
What a
fucking
piece of
weird.
shit.
Like you're a weirdo. And throughout the whole show, there were so many people who like I got bored. I got sick of it. So like I backed up a bit and like went more to the side, because even though I was like quite a distance away from the pit, I would always get rammed into by people like trying to go up and crowd surf. Instead of getting carried, they would just like sprint full speed through the pit and try to jump up on top of people and shove people. It was like really annoying. Even with, like, and the thing is, people do this to people whose backs were turned. They weren't even looking at them. It's like what the fuck? Like I don't understand. Like
Yeah, that's kind of the culture at hardcore
That's
shows.
so weird.
And, like I don't know if I fuck with that really. It's
I don't
the same
fuck with
thing
that.
at like pop punk shows too. Like depending on the band. Because I've seen like videos of like no pressures like performances and like their shows are like really high energy like that, which I
Yeah.
can see why like that's so fun for people who love that. But
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's
I
not
love
my
that.
thing. That's
Because
not
like
my
they
thing.
they
No.
go crazy with the crowd surfing too. Like they'll fucking jump and like do flips into the crowd, kicking people in the head and stuff.
So my thing is, people. Okay, they can crowd
No
surf as
disrespect to it though. Like people who like it, but
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. If people like going crazy in the mosh pit, they like crowd surfing and doing all this. Like that's not me to. Who am I to police how you have fun? You know, you do that.
yeah.
But
with Counterparts, it's a
feel
little
like
tricky at their shows because I mean, obviously, like they have like the hardcore crowd, like their audience is a hardcore fan base, but like they self-identify like as metalcore and they tour with metalcore bands that have completely different vibes. So they're attracting fans. They have fans from like two different corners of the scene, basically.
yeah. So like what I'm trying to get at is I'm not trying to police how people have fun at shows, but like I feel like there's common sense etiquette that everybody should follow. And I feel like in that unspoken etiquette, there's probably a rule that says like don't sprint into people whose backs are turned and try to jump on top of them. Like that's lame. I don't know. I find that pretty lame.
Yeah, maybe that guy's just an idiot.
There's a lot of people doing that. It was
Oh.
very weird. It was very weird. Like that's why I was like, what the fuck? Like this crowd is fucking strange. And I know we just told like a couple minutes ago, we were just like, yeah, go to concerts, it's fun. Now we're describing this like shit show. Most of the shows I go to are not like
I've
this.
never been to a show like this, by the way. So
Out of all the shows I've been to, only like one or two has been like this. Most of the time, if you want to be in the pit, you can be in the pit. If you don't want to and you want to chill, you can chill and you can enjoy it how you want. That's usually how it goes. And it's a great time no matter what you do. But like there's been a couple shows I went to where it was just so weird and I don't understand why people are like that. I don't know.
it's just
But yeah, that's all I had to say. Sorry, I rambled for a bit. But yeah, that's all I have to say about live music. But even though there's some things like that every now and then that I come across that are annoying, it's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm not gonna stop doing it until like I don't know, unless I get hit like by a bus or something, and I'm in a wheelchair, and like that's the only time I'll stop.
yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. What's been going on with you, Leo, lately? You have any crazy work stories since last week aside from dropping the pasta?
Not
Pasta sauce, I should
really.
say.
It's mostly just I've mostly been kind of down, man. I've been feeling like Peter like in the middle of Spider-Man 2 when he loses his powers.
No, man.
Got the raindrops falling on my head, dude. Except I'm not hyped. I'm not eating a bagel like he was.
You want to talk about it, man?
I don't know, man. I just want to do things that I like, and it's hard to do things that I like.
Mm-hmm. I in about 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, I have an appointment to like figure out, like what kind of ADHD medication I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna hope that gets me to do things I want to do, because there's a lot of things I want to do and I just don't do them. And I'm diagnosed with ADHD now, and I feel like that might be related.
What if it just sends you down like random I'm saying it wrong. Random rabbit holes like me.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
What if you become like me? What if you become like you just go down like the fucking I'm not gonna say like one that I got into. I was like, what if you go down like the urban planning rabbit hole?
Oh, like
I did that for some reason.
Like hyperfixate on like this one random thing and just spend so much time on it.
Yeah, I did that for some reason.
I mean, I hope not. But also, if one medication doesn't work for me, then I can try another one, because not all of them fits the shoe for everyone. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
You start coal mining in your backyard.
That'd be pretty sick, to be honest. Oh, dude. This is this. I think this this happened like 1 or 2 days after we recorded the last episode. Or maybe it was like right. I don't know. I know I didn't bring it up last week, so I'll bring it up now. Dude, one of the managers at my Target, he's been with the company for like a super long time. Like he's been with the company for like over 20 years. Like he's been doing this for forever. And I don't know exactly how long ago this happened, but I know he has at this point when this event happened, he was already like doing this like like retail fucking management for like quite a long time, where he's used to a lot of like physical labor, a lot of running around, a lot of lifting, and just shit you do in a store. And apparently one of the people that he knew in the past, I don't know if he like knew this person from like school or somewhere else, I don't remember, but he basically got offered an HR manager position at this guy he personally knew was like worked at this like like a pretty good like pharmaceutical company, and he offered him some kind of like HR management job where it's more white collar, like just like office job and meetings and shit like that. And he said he didn't take it. I looked at him. I asked. I was like I mean, I can understand that because like you were already doing this for a while. But I was like, did the job that he offered you like pay anymore? Like, did it pay the same? And you just didn't want to change it? He was like, no, it paid 50,000 more than what I was currently making. And I said, you turned it down?
What?
Yeah. And he was like, when you're somebody like me and you've been doing something for so long,
But what was the job?
It's just so
Would it
hard
be
to
like
change it.
would it be like a massive shift in like what he's doing, or would he be doing the same thing just at a different place?
Well, he was an HR manager for Target before, so that's why he got asked to do this job. But at the time, he wasn't working an HR job. Instead of like a white collar office job, he was doing like a sales floor manager. He was like still a sales floor manager
Yeah.
at Target back then, mainly physical labor, and he just didn't want to do it. But I was like, dude, I was like, whatever, that's your decision. Like, I'm not judging you for it because it's your life. But I was like, dude, if that's a 50,000 increase in salary, dude,
Yeah, that's
I'm
fucking
taking that
insane.
change. I'm taking that job. Are you kidding me? Like, I'll adjust to the change. What the fuck do you mean? Like, what?
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
That's
I mean,
wild.
Does he already like have his life set up? Like, does he have like a house and stuff, or do you not?
I believe
or do you not
so,
know
yeah.
about that?
I don't know the specifics of the situation. Like, I don't personally like know him like that well, but I know he
Yeah.
has a wife. I think he has a kid or two.
And it's kind of understandable. Maybe he doesn't.
I'm gonna
need it.
assume that. Yeah, but like, dude, imagine getting a job that's like way physically easier that pays you 50 grand more. Like 50 grand still, even today, is like more than what most people make in a normal job. So like, that's very considerable. Like I was just taken away. Like I was so surprised when I heard that he turned that down. Like what? I would take that like 100 times out of 100. Like every single time I would take it.
Yeah. Though I kind of feel the same way if I was offered like an office job, because I know it. Because obviously, like I don't obviously working like a physical labor job like mine sucks. But like if I got a job that isn't physical, I think it would be such a huge shift. Because obviously, like doing the physical job is kind of like positive for you health wise a little bit because you're being active and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but like I don't know, if I stopped doing a physical job, that just means I would have to compensate and start working out.
I mean, a lot of the like the office jobs will still have you walking around a lot, so it's not always like sitting down at a desk the entire time. So it definitely depends. Like mine is kind of like that, and it's not strictly just an office job. Like I still work at a store. I do other shit sometimes, but like a lot of it is like just HR, like computer work. But I still walk around a lot, so I feel like I do it enough to like not make me gain weight.
I suppose.
Thankfully, but like not every job is like that. It really just depends on what you do.
For some reason, I worry about me doing an office job. I feel like I feel like I have a higher chance of fucking up, even though I sit in front of a computer all the time.
It's definitely something to adjust to.
It's
but,
like statistically less likely that I would fuck it up just because of how much time I spend using technology and computers.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's something you adjust to. Like, I've had my HR job at my, like at my employer for I've been working in this I've been working this HR job for 2.5 years, with the company for almost 5. So like, I'm chilling, man. Like I've made mistakes, and I think, it's maybe like a little more noticeable when you make mistakes in this kind of job. But none of them were like super consequential. You know, like they're like whatever. Like I never like fucked up. So if I didn't fuck up like that, I'm sure you wouldn't.
You know what really sucked though? If we got
What?
drafted.
Oh yeah, why's that?
To the war. Because
Why's
I would
that?
die so fast.
Dude,
I would get my legs blown off, dude. For sure. That's how I die.
I would get wiped out pretty quickly too. I'm certain. That would not last very long.
Thing is, I wouldn't get shot in the head. It wouldn't be like an instant death. I would literally probably die the most painful way possible. I would get like my legs blown off by like a grenade, and I wouldn't die immediately. I'd be like laying there on the ground, like holding like my stubs, going like, ah, somebody help me. And then like nobody cares and they just leave and I'm there bleeding out. And that's how I would die.
Oh god, this just reminded me of like the really fucked conversation we had last week with Nick about like this terrible like gruesome ways to die. Like and I talked about some Walking Dead related ones.
I think I would do. Oh my god, that okay. Like that's why I kind of understand Robert when he meticulously plans out all of his outfits, because when you die, you want to look fly, dude.
Oh, for real? No,
Are
like
you gonna die? Like I'm gonna die wearing like my fucking like my Vans slides
for sure.
and my gray sweatpants.
I
And I'm
gotta
just gonna be a
be.
mangled, like split in half corpse on the road wearing like gray sweatpants, dude. That's
I gotta
embarrassing.
be. I gotta be dripped out when I die, man. I gotta have my black skinny jeans with my fucking tie dye metalcore band T-shirt on. That's how I have to go.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, skinny jeans are not cool in the public eye anymore, so we'd probably still be clowned.
Honestly, I don't care because I think black skinny jeans look the best. So I'm gonna keep wearing them.
You know what? I think it's time we make our stand against the oppressors. I think as men who wear black skinny jeans, I think we are heavily oppressed,
Oh, really? You
especially
think
on
so?
the internet, and
Uh,
I don't fucking like it. All right.
I mean, and we're
You know,
gamers too, so that
You
makes us
guys,
like
you
the
guys
most oppressed
think
minority
your
group.
big fucking baggy jeans look super cool. Guess what? I think those look lame. I think those are uncool. Sure, more of you think those are, sure, more of you think those are cool than people who think my skinny jeans are cool. But fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, skinny jeans. Well, we gotta make them make a comeback because I think baggy jeans.
Let me suffocate my legs.
I think baggy jeans have their place, but I feel like more often than not, I see them and I'm like, okay, sure, but like skinny jeans would just look better. I don't know.
Yes, all my leg hair falls off in the winter because of my black skinny jeans, but I don't care.
Really?
Yes.
I've never noticed that. I don't think I have that problem. That's odd. I
Yeah,
never.
my leg hair is
Wow.
like almost gone.
I didn't know that was a thing. People lose hair from like the kind of clothes they wear.
Yeah, I learned that's the thing, especially in the winter. Like your
Huh.
hair will just fall out.
I
Like at
didn't
least like
know that.
body hair stuff. Yeah.
I actually didn't know that. That's news to me.
Unless I'm
Learning
just low T.
Or I guess maybe it's just not noticeable to me because I'm fucking Arabic and where I grow hair, it grows super fast. So like I just don't notice.
Yeah, or I could have low testosterone.
I mean,
But who knows?
there's no way to know that. So you don't need to. You don't need to make assumptions.
I don't know. My
man. I
body
think
hair
you're
is a
chill.
little weird all over my body. It's all just patchy and thin. Weird.
I'm 22 years old next month, and I'm still waiting for my fucking mustache and my beard to connect. It's criminal. It hasn't happened.
Oh, Sam, you just have to I just have to let my mustache grow like long enough to where it looks like they're actually connected.
I
But then you lift
shaved,
up the mustache and you see there's a huge gap.
shaved my mustache like a year and a half ago or like a year ago, and I haven't touched it since. And I trim it, not like the sides to like trim the length, but like when it starts getting going like downwards and like peeking into like my fucking like my lips where it gets like kind of like then I trim it there a little bit. But
Yeah.
I've been letting it grow outwards like for a very long time, and it gets this one point and then just stops. It just stays there, and I'm sick of it. I want my facial hair to connect. And as an Arabic man who started growing a beard as a boy at a young age, and that came with is no problem. I don't know why my mustache joining it is such an impossible task, dude. I'm offended by this. I don't know.
Right, man. I have the same problem here. My beard and like my stash is just. I finally like. I think I like my beard now. I think it's at a point like I have it like at a stable point, and I just trim it like whenever it gets too long. But I think like overall like it looks decent, but it could be so much better.
Yeah, I
So
feel
much
that.
better.
I think my main problem with like with my beard is that it's a little too like curly. Like it doesn't ever really like look like super groomed or like well kept or anything like that, just because of how curly it is. And I mean, to be honest, I don't do much with it. All I do is like fucking run a comb through it. I don't like condition it or anything like some people do. So maybe I could try that. But like
I don't do any of that.
but
So,
like
don't
also
worry.
I don't know anyone who like, and I don't know anyone personally who does that to have their beard look good. Mine just looks too curly, and I'm sick of my curly hair. It's kind of cringe.
My beard is
I-
less the problem and more the head, the hair on my head.
I have
I'm gonna have a horseshoe, dude.
Speaking of the hair on our heads, I have long hair like past my shoulders, and I haven't had it down in like 2 or 3 months because I'm too lazy to straighten it. It doesn't look presentable or decent if I just brush it because it's way too curly and just so much of a mess. So I just tie it up. I've been rocking a ponytail and a man bun for like 3 months now, dude.
Have you thought about getting your hair cut shorter again, like trying it out?
Nope.
Now that you have
because
a beard.
I don't think it looked good on me as a kid and like young teenager, so I don't think it would look good on me now.
Are you sure that now that you have a beard though?
I mean, maybe, but like also
Beard is literally male makeup.
Also, I mean, okay, like I haven't. Okay, so put it this way: I haven't considered it. I've thought about it, but like I always just go to no. I always just conclude no because I really like how I look with long hair. Like when I actually straighten it and like make it look good, and I just know if I cut my hair even if I like it, I'm not gonna like it as much as I like my long hair when I actually do it. So I just keep this.
I suppose. Yeah, ever
Because
since I liked my hair the best when I had it long, even though it was super thin at the top and you could see that I was balding. I still liked it so much better than my short hair. I hate how I look with
feels
short
bad,
hair.
man. I mean, hey, if no one got you, dad hats got you,
Honestly, yeah.
and beanies.
Because I'm literally, my hair is like at the point, it's like, so I've noticed it's so, there's no issue on the sides. It's perfectly normal and like thick on the sides. It's literally just on the top. It's thinning. So I'm going to have like a horseshoe. And my hairline has already begun receding,
That's very
as I point
unfortunate.
out all the time to exhaustion.
Feels bad, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you see it every day, so like it won't fucking like you probably don't care much about what a scrub like me has to say, but whenever we're on the trip and everything, it honestly like wasn't that noticeable. I only noticed your hair whenever you would point it out, so I think I don't think it's like as
I had it
I don't
cut
know.
short when we went on the trip. The only thing that was most noticeable was my hairline. Because that's,
Mm.
I can't hide that.
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times about ourselves we like pick apart the things we don't like and we just make it way more obvious to ourselves than it needs to be. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is like so glaring.
You'll be fine, bro. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Will it be, man?
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
I don't know, man. Quarter life crisis tells me otherwise.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
Are you going through a quarter life crisis, young man? Sit down, crack open that beer, smoke that weed, maybe smoke something else. Make your life miserable. Make
Yeah,
the next
I'm-
2 years become a blur.
I'm kind of having one right now, but maybe I'll save that for next episode. I don't really want to talk about that right now. I think I'm all right for tonight.
You don't want to do the self-destructive advice corner, dude?
No. We were pretty personal last week. We can
Think about
lighten
the
it up
bad
this week.
things. Think about all of them.
I do.
Think about them so deeply
You don't need to tell me these things.
and drink it all in.
Nah, I'm good. Anyway,
Honestly, don't do
I'm
that.
gonna
Talk
I'm
to
I'm
people who
gonna
can
talk
help.
about video games because I'm a fucking gamer. For the first time in my life, like 2 nights ago, I got like pretty mad at my favorite game. My favorite game ever. I got pretty
Dead by
fucking mad.
Daylight.
No, not fuck. I thought it's a dog shit game. That's not my favorite game. No. Think single player. The Last of Us. I was playing
Oh, okay.
The Last of Us Part 1, the remake, because I was like, I want to get platinum, and I started a platinum run a little while ago, and I just kind of stopped playing because I got a little bored of it. Because I had just beaten the game right before it. But in light of the series finishing up, I decided to go back and finish it, and I played it for whatever reason. I beat the game again, and I got the trophies I needed, and then there was that second part of the story called Left Behind, where it's kind of shows like a little bit what happens with Ellie before the events of The Last of Us, and then when Joel was injured, it kind of just adds a little bit more context to that stuff. And for people who know what Left Behind is, they know what Left Behind is, but like it's like a little side story you can play after you beat the game. And I, for some reason, wanted a challenge because the game just felt easy because I play it so much and like I'm just knowledgeable about it. So I played it on Grounded, which is like you don't have, there's no HUD, the listening mode isn't there, enemies detect you super fast or super aggressive, super accurate, everything, and the resources are really scarce. And I got to the very end, and I have one arrow, one bullet, and I have to kill like 20 motherfuckers, and I can't stealth
What?
because I can't stealth because they see me really easily, and by the time I kill 1 or 2 people, they find the body and they fan out and find me, and every person I kill either gives me nothing or like 1 arrow, and I just can't get past it. And I tried. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was determined. I was like, I was bound to the challenge. I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then after like 30 or 40 minutes of just like not even coming close, I was like, dude, I can't do this. So I went to lower the difficulty because you can lower the difficulty when you're playing the game at any point. But it wouldn't let me lower the difficulty. I was stuck there. I was like, dude, you're fucking joking. Do I have to start over this whole Left Behind shit? And I was like, no, I can't do that. So I played for another like 20 or 30 minutes. And at this point, I probably spent like over an hour on it. And I just couldn't do it. So I just got fucking pissed. Like I was probably like 20 minutes away from doing that white people shit and like throwing something.
Was there
at the
any
wall.
way to
Dude, I
not
was
like end
so
up in
mad.
that situation, like with you having like no resources, or is that like by design?
Oh my god. Oh, so it was my fault because I was going through it like I'm just gonna play this on this really hard difficulty. If I need to change a difficulty, I'll change it. So I went through and I wasn't I wasn't as careful with my resources as I normally am. I normally look in every room, get all the shit I can possibly find. save all the bullets when I can. But I was kind of going through it carelessly because I was like, oh, I've already beat the game. Oh, I'm just gonna shoot these bullets here, and I'm not gonna check this room because I was like, the stakes weren't there. And then I got to the end, and that bit me in the ass, and I just had no supplies, nothing. So I quit to the main menu, and I was so mad. I tried to change the difficulty from the main menu, and I couldn't. But then I just saw I could, like, click chapters and start at that point in the game and choose the difficulty again. I was like, you gotta be fucking joking me. And I
Oh my
just went
God.
with easy difficulty, and I did it. And that, I'm not even joking, dude. That is the first time I felt it. I felt it. Wow. That's the first time I felt so frustrated at a single player game in so long. Like, I can't even describe. Like, the last time I felt that mad was like probably like 3 years ago in COD, dude. Like, I was so like I didn't scream or like hit my desk or anything, but like I really wanted to, man. It was there. I was like 20 minutes away from doing that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what games I've played in the past that made me feel that way, but I know I have felt that way because I have ended up in so much situations in games where you just have nothing and it's just you're just basically just stuck in a death loop.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck can I do here, dude? Like
Because
nothing.
you don't have you need a certain amount of like bullets or shit because you just know you can't take out these people, but you have,
Yeah.
and it's like that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
I was.
I want to switch topics a little bit.
Mhm.
It's something that we've been talking about offline a lot.
Oh yeah.
We brought it up, or I guess we kind of talked about it already, but you know, we've been talking about the COD days, and we talked about Sniper's Vitality. It's
Yeah.
Team Dodge 50, and I've had this in like the topics channel since January. It was about me feeling guilt for wronging you. It was literally just about cutting your clip from the Team Dodge.
Dude, it was a
Your
2
one
second
triple?
long. Yeah, it was a 2 second long one shot triple, bro. Don't even worry about it. I
Yeah,
would've had-
but I feel bad, and that kind of affected how I sorted videos going forward. Because when it came to like Suki, I was always really inclusive, trying to include everyone, even if it was just like one triple or something. That kind of changed. That made me think, man.
I see. Well, I forgive you, even though I was never really mad at you. But I was like, oh, whatever, because I didn't really hit anything at the time. I was some hot dog ass, bro. I was playing COD and had nothing to show for it other than a triple, but it's okay. It's all right.
Sorry, man.
No, man, it's all good. It is all good. I forgot that even happened, man. You are good.
I think I made up for it though. But in Suki, I made sure everyone was involved, and you carried most of the videos.
Those were the days. I went from because Suki only uploaded like once every few months, so it was easy to keep up then, dude. It was easy.
Yeah. So a while ago, I was browsing the hub, you know,
Oh, okay. This is where we're going.
and there was a title that I saw, and it made me legit like laugh out loud.
Oh God, what was it?
I imagine it was maybe a title that is from somebody who was written by somebody who doesn't have English as their first language.
Okay.
The title was "I didn't expect my stepsister to be so whore, hot raw."
So. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's strong.
Yeah,
Jeez, man.
that was it. Porn titles are wild, man.
Thank you for sharing. I also absolutely love just knowing that if I scroll to the comments, I'm just gonna see something there that's just hilarious, like somebody asking for like speedrun tips for like Super Mario or something. Like that shit's
Yeah,
hilarious.
the people talking about basketball. You see one guy type like "lift rod," and then they have like an actual like argument about like the Lakers.
No, I think I think the discussions you see in the hub comment section are like I think there is more communication and actual ideas, like more of a transfer of ideas happening there. than you see on
Pornhub
Twitter
comment
and shit.
sections are the most civilized comment sections on
They
the
are.
internet.
Yeah, for sure. That's what
I
I'm
have
saying.
never
It's-
seen I have not seen a single political discussion in the comments of porn videos.
Yeah, dude. People in porn video comment sections like have pretty healthy conversations, even if they disagree about something. It works out. Like, and then you open Twitter and you see people like, I don't know, threatening each other because they don't agree with their political beliefs. Like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, you know what? God, dude, Twitter is a nightmare sometimes, especially lately. You know, like the For You tab they've been like experimenting with the algorithm clearly, because I've noticed that people have been tweeting about seeing the same things that I've been seeing.
Uh-huh.
Like the For You tab has been showing people just a lot of like graphic violence and like gory images and like people like getting beaten to death. It's so insane.
That's awful, dude. I'm so glad I don't look at it. I just never even open it.
It's a fucking nightmare, dude. The Twitter For You tab is literally no man's land.
Yeah, it's awful. I don't plan to ever use it because you're not the only person I've heard talk about this, and I also like I just don't understand that, and also places that are dedicated to that. Like there's like like 4chan. There's like subreddits and stuff dedicated to like watching people like die and like watching
To
executions.
be
Like,
fair, in
that's
some of the videos I've sent you on Instagram, there's no like, there's no graphic, there's no blood or anything in those videos, but there's fairly certain there's probably people who have died in those car crashes that I send you.
yeah. Because I mean, because you sent me those because they're car crashes. They're just like insane. It's like what? That's I don't know. It's just random and unexpected. But I'm talking about the stuff that's dedicated to like executions and like beheadings and like seeing
Yeah, I
gory
can't
shit.
watch.
Like, dude, are you guys good? Like, I feel like everybody who
I don't think so. I think the people who watch those, especially when they were younger, are deeply traumatized.
Yeah. No, bro. Like, I feel like people who contribute to those and like post videos on those like subreddits and like forums and stuff, dude, they need to be on like a fucking on a fucking FBI watch list, dude. That shit's insane.
First
Like,
off, how do
it's
people
crazy.
even acquire those videos?
I don't know. That's what's
It's
also
just people who
concerning.
just record themselves blowing off their fucking heads. It's like, who uploaded the video?
Oh my god.
Because you're
man.
dead.
I don't know, dude.
That shit's so crazy.
I mean, like obviously, like logical explanation is they didn't have a passcode or their passcode was known or something, and like it was uploaded. But like still, it doesn't make it any less fucked. That's just like, why am I seeing this? Like, why are people
Perhaps.
able to see this?
Or maybe like they have to like submit it as evidence, and then the evidence like leaks, and then whoever
Maybe.
distributes the leak also like post it online or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But Twitter is funny though. I guess it's not really a Twitter thing, just an internet thing. It's like if they show like a preview for something that looks like, if they show like a video game, for example, or like a movie, and like objectively like it looks great, but then they go in the reply saying, looks like shit. I'm like, this sucks. It's like, what do you mean? Or if they watch like, if you show them like a clip, like if it's like a critically acclaimed movie with like Oscar winning performances, and they see like one clip of it of like them like of like the dialogue, and the dialogue just a little off because it's out of context, and they're like, what, this is so shit. It's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like you're just mainly talking about people who make like big generalizations about something just off of seeing so little.
Yeah. Or if they
Yeah,
see like a
that's weird.
screenshot from a video game, they're like, what, this looks terrible, when
Yeah.
it looks great.
Yeah, I don't
or it looks
understand.
fine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Those people
Yeah,
confuse me.
That's always been something I found odd too. Like you've barely seen anything, and like also
It's like, what are your standards? It's like when
Oh.
when GTA 6 leaked, people were like, what? We've waited years and
yeah.
it looks this bad? I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's the
actually
first
look
thing
at the
that came to
game.
my
It
mind.
actually looks like, obviously it's unfinished clearly, but it looks
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, no, that's the first thing that came to my mind when you said it. I didn't bring it up because I was like, I was thinking like, oh, who cares? But like now that you said it, like, yeah, I agree. Because I remember when GTA 6 leaked, it's so early too. It's like pre-alpha footage. Like nothing's been officially announced or released yet, and people are shitting on it so hard. But when it didn't even look that bad, but
It
also
looked fucking insane. If you look like look around like the environment, and like it's like
No, it
the
wasn't
most
bad.
realistic, most photoreal GTA has probably ever looked.
I honestly, I remember it very vaguely, so I don't remember how it looked. But even if it didn't look the best, dude, it's like pre-alpha fucking footage. It leaked. Like, do you expect it
Yeah,
to be
literally.
polished?
Like who knows how old that footage was? Like from the
yeah,
from when it leaked.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's weird. Also, I think something is wrong with my brain. You bringing up the For You tab on Twitter and like us talking about that gory stuff and all that has made me think about my sense of humor lately. I've been sending you on Instagram all those like cursed videos, nothing like gory or graphic, but like those like liminal like eerie videos of just like creepy shit. Like I find that so funny now. I used to creep me out, but I find that shit hilarious. And I don't know why.
Well, it's so bad that I'm getting to the point where I find absurd car crashes to be funny.
I don't know. You find that funny?
At this point, yes, they're so insane and random because it'll just be some guy. It's like a GoPro footage from this guy driving down like a windy road, and he decides to like hit a drift, and then the car just rolls.
Jesus.
I was like, that's insane, but that's hilarious because it's like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
I do see the
And like people going for stunts, like people like with like razor scooters, like jumping off like a roof with them. It's like, what are you thinking?
yeah, I do see I do see why people find that funny, but and I don't know. I guess I don't find it funny enough to like actually laugh at it. I guess, but I do see why people find it funny.
Or I guess I don't necessarily laugh at it. I don't think it like the car crash itself is funny. I think the absurdity is what it's hilarious about it, and like the randomness of it.
Okay, that I can agree with then. Yeah, I feel
It's
you on that.
hilarious. It's just like you're just driving, and then a fucking like a fucking pickup truck just comes flying down the street at Mach speed, dude.
Yeah, that
Dude.
shit's wild.
Like annihilation.
I have a very strong dislike for people who like record those stupid fucking videos, like going like super fast in a car they got with like mommy and daddy's money because they think it's cool, and then they end up like hurting other people and like getting in a crash. Like that shit's lame, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It like if you want to be stupid in a way that only hurts you. Don't hurt other people.
I think the best video I saw of that, like somebody like driving like their like a young person driving like a fast car. Obviously, it's not theirs.
Mhm.
I don't know the context of the video. I'm sure you've definitely seen it before. It's so
I probably
funny.
have seen it. Yeah.
Is that this guy like he let his little brother drive the car, and the key like he's just like speeding through the fucking parking lot, and the car is just so loud.
Oh, actually, in a parking lot. No, I haven't seen that.
I don't even know how I can find the video, but like, at the end of the video, like the kid goes, "This shit's fun as hell." After he was like zooming through the parking lot, it's so funny. I
Jesus,
need
man.
to find that video.
No, yeah, that's kind of all I had to say about that. But dude, I know we had the pleasure of listening to it right after it dropped last night. But oh my goddamn, the Invent Anime album, I think, dare I say, I think that's their best album. Heavener, that's insane.
Yeah, I listened to
What
it
an
maybe because you had it on repeat for like last night. I listened to it maybe like 4 or 5 times.
album.
That's
Oh
a
my
fucking great
God.
album.
What a fucking masterpiece, dude.
I need to pull up the track list.
Oh, insane. For right now, I'm gonna go through phases where I change what song is my favorite or like what I'm really into. But right now, it's False Meridian and the most recent single that they dropped before, Without a Whisper. Those two, but like False Meridian right now. Oh my God, that song is insane.
I think Ember Glow is one of their best songs ever, and I still have all the singles. Shade of Stray is still like one of my favorite songs from them ever.
Oh yeah,
Like,
very
so
good. Yes, insanely good song. Like man, I've always known Anime is super underrated and very good at what they do, but this album was just mind blowing.
When are they gonna fucking pop, dude?
I hope they pop soon because
I mean, like,
Jesus,
I
dude.
like it's not like they're unpopular now, and like they literally just did a headline tour. So I mean, like clearly like they can do it, but like, come on, like they need to be what level do you think? Like they need to be like Currents level, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if they were like, I think they deserve a lot more to be like on the same level as like Currents and some of those other boys. Honestly, with how good they are, if they
They
got
need to be like Wage War level. Are you kidding me?
yeah, like Wage War, like Spirit Bucks, they deserve that kind of recognition, dude. Like they're insane.
Like sell out fucking huge venues.
Yeah, that's
They deserve that so much. Listen to
insane
Advent
talent.
Anime. If you don't like metalcore, then what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's very metalcore. If you don't like it, then you probably won't like this
Listen
album.
to
But,
the Screaming Man.
oh my God, the album like blew me away. I think that's like the best metalcore album I've heard in a while. Very
Yeah,
crazy
shit's out
good.
of this world.
I'm also happy I'm the fucking shit posts I see on Instagram, like on Instagram Reels, keep me active on Instagram, and like I see stuff because I know we talked about it a little bit before, but you put Panic by Movements. It was like off their No Good Left to Give B-sides, I guess, like 2 extra songs that came out after they dropped that album, and I didn't even know that existed. And man, those 2 songs are great.
I
need
forgot
to-
about it for a long time. I only listened to it again like when I posted it that night. I had forgot it existed. I was just browsing through
Yeah.
through their discography.
It's
'Cause
fantastic,
I was
dude.
listening through everything, and I was like, oh, I'll listen to this, and I forgot how good those songs are. Like especially
Yeah,
Panic.
Yeah, Panic especially is really great, and we've got it. I can sense New Movement single soon because they finished recording their album like months ago. so
Definitely. Next is probably going to be like single with album announcement for sure.
I hope so. Yeah, that would be really nice. Yeah, music good. My brain is very simple here.
Yeah, music good. Poop in public bathrooms.
And fart very loud, like extremely absurdly loud.
All right. Do you want to wrap it up here? Do you think? You think this
Yeah,
would be good?
I think I'm donezo, man. Yeah, I don't think enough has happened in my painfully boring life in the last week to even.
Yeah.
talk
Sorry,
about
this was
anything
really
else,
boring.
so.
If you made it this far in the episode, we were kind of grasping at straws for this episode. But if you made it and it wasn't boring, let us know and keep listening for more.
Yeah. Thanks if you made it.
This is
far.
our first time really trying to do it like back-to-back weeks.
Mhm.
If you don't see it again next week, you know why.
Yeah, we're gonna try. I do feel like I hope I'm wrong, but I do feel like We talked a lot about nothing in this episode, but I hope it was still enjoyable. Shit, we're just trying something out. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for listening, and yeah, see you next time.
All right. See you guys.